gotta believe.
Good morning, everybody. It's the day after another rider loss. I'm running out of black gear to wear. Been a long while since I've been able to celebrate a win. I don't know. I just do not get it. You know, you keep going with the same horse, a losing horse, to a horse race. You change the horse. And I'm talking about Cody. You gotta change at the head. Chop the head off, try somebody new. I've had enough. I don't get it. I just do not get it. Like the offensive line played one hell of a lot better. You know, Cooper had tackle there. He owned old Jefferson all game. Yeah, a couple times Cody, they rushed three again. Of course they are, because Jones showed them that's how you beat them. And Cody, he had enough time to set up a baby shower. The tackles pushed the guys to the outside. There was no rush up the center. He had a pocket the size of a condominium, and he takes his first read like normal, nothing. All of a sudden, off he goes. He doesn't even have to go anywhere. Just stand there and find somebody. Are our receivers that poor they can't find anybody open? I don't get it. The play ended up as a dead play. Can you imagine what your linemen that are taking all this flack about, oh, it's the O-line fault, it's the O-line fault, and you have a play like that, and not just one, it happened several times. He's moving his feet around and throws the ball out of the guy's feet. He's not even in position to throw the ball. Like when we were down deep there, he throws one to shake and bake, and it's at his shoelaces. He's wide open. And we get a first down there. Whoop-dee, we're going to get a good chance for a touchdown and a field goal. That's a debatable thing too. I would have still won for it on third down there, not kicked a field goal. We had them down for a bit there. We're actually within 7. After that, absolutely zip. There's so much blame to go around. I can't believe you go into a football game and you have no viable running back. Like, that's like committing suicide. That's one of your main offensive attacks, is a running game. And what do you got? LaFrance. He's a fullback, been blocking all season. You know, unreal. Just, I can't believe it. It's unfathomable. You know, he's a blocking back. In fact, the one he did fumble, man, we got a break there. As far as I'm concerned, he dropped the ball before he hit the ground. Thank you, refs. Yeah, you can't blame the refs in this game for sure. Hardly any flags. In fact, Winnipeg got more holding calls than we did. It was good that way. It wasn't a flag fest. At the end of the game, really upset me quite a bit too. Yeah, finally, oh yeah, put in fine. Wow, a bit too late. Yeah, put him in when there's nothing to win or lose, just losing situation. I think even O'Shea was pissed off at the end there. He gambled third down and said, here, have the ball back. And expecting to let them run the clock out. What do? They're put fine in. They're trying to make a big comeback. I was pissed off at Vaughn there too. After that happened, he might as well have just been a traffic pylon. He didn't even move his feet. They went blasting by him like there was nobody there. Poor Fine was, forget it. He didn't even try to block him. And people are going, oh, our defense sucks, our defense sucks. Well, I agree, there's lots of improvement can be happening there, but when you turn the ball over 6 times, and a lot of times right in our end zone, our end, what do you expect? The only time I couldn't believe it was when they had Larry Dean covering Dancing Dembski about 45 yards or 55 yards out, and boom, long ball, he's wide open. Dean's not within 20 yards of him. They should have had some sort of safety help. Poor design or missed coverage, one or the other. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm pretty frustrated. One game, and we gotta get going here somehow. We got one last chance here. We play Hamilton. You don't win that one. Time to go back and cry in your beer because we're finished. One of the things that was most disappointing was our 3rd and 1 gambles. Not get it once, okay, twice, 3 times. That's unbelievable. The defense has to give you a yard, and you can't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Unbelievable. One was an unbelievable play call. Why do you hand it off 4 yards deep in the backfield, and you got a pulling guard? You have a play that takes some time to develop, and you need just 1 yard. It either has to be a quick hitter where you turn around, hand the ball, and you hit the line, or your quarterback sneak, or you trick them and try to throw a pass. A lot of times that works. Try to throw a pass, but what do? One time Cody, in fact, I don't even think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, those killed us, absolutely killed us. Getting dominated in the trenches. That's your one big problem in defense too. You got no push up the middle anymore. Lanier, he's been off with his head problems, and then they, for some unknown reason, they babied out on Marino. You know, no replacement. You gotta have somebody up front there. I mean, you can't find anybody up front that can get some push. And it's been 3/4 of the season, and they never got anybody new in there. Unreal. You can't get dominated in the trenches like that. When Winnipeg gambled 3rd and 1, their offensive line blasted our center guys at least 2 yards deep back. Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. I was on those short yardages. That was Cody's job before he got a starter, was a short yardage specialist. He'd come in and he'd make those every time. On a couple of those attempts, well, he didn't even move his feet. Didn't even look like he tried. Didn't jump, didn't do anything. I know the line didn't advance anything, but when he was at specialist, he used to jump and claw for every inch he could get. Why you have your starter doing that job is beyond me. Should always have somebody that come in, because you're always going to get bashed on a short yardage play. But he didn't get bashed. Just laid up against his guys. Didn't even jump. Can't even re-sign him as one of those. Jesus. Cody, I don't know. You might be in trouble, buddy. Yeah, frustrating. I think our only hope, I'm sure Cody's going to start next game. Can't see any other thing happening. But he has to be on a short choke chain. Let me tell you, I would stand for one time of him dancing and looking around in the pocket and not finding a single soul. That'd be the last play he'd play that game. I'd put in my backup, because the same result. What kills me is Vanstone. Oh yeah, it's not all Cody's fault. It's the line's fault, all the line's fault. Like I said earlier, sometimes he had so much time in this game, could have set up whatever he wanted back there and got absolutely nothing out of it. You know, so whose fault is it there? You tell me. Maybe the receivers, I don't know. Because you really can't see the receivers on the TSN. That's another beef. They always zoom right in on the main play and don't come back a bit and show you the field. But on plays like that, your film that the CFL gets to look at, your teams get to look at, get a lot more angles, and you can see if any receivers were there or open. Like I said, it's hard to tell if you're just watching from TV. If you're there, it's a different story. You can see if there's anybody open. But with that much time, somebody has to get open. Has to. Dickenson apologizes for saying our team's just not that good. I know Marshall complains and he apologizes. That one killed me too. And Cody, I gotta play good this game. I gotta get my contract next year. Well, that's a poor excuse. You gotta do it every game. One thing the rules committee is gonna have to look at next year is that play that happened to the Riders with incidental contact with that hitting the helmet. That happened. That was sad. Got no yards. That was a 37-yard plus penalty. O'Shea had time to look at it because of course they went to commercial right away after possession change. He looks at it and goes, hey, that's no yards. The replay they showed looked like the guy was damn near 5 yards away, but I think they should change that rule. Incidental contact when he doesn't even know the ball's there. Should be an open season on the ball as far as I'm concerned, but I'm sure they'll look at that. But that was a big play because after that they went down and scored a touchdown. Took all the air out of the Riders. Would have had them way down by the goal line. Next thing you know, ding ding ding, 7 points. Yeah, I'm not sure where we go from here. Hamilton's next, and if we don't win that game, well, kind of toast. Our odds go well down. Yeah, well down. At least we'll have a legitimate running game, hopefully. I think it's Cooper they signed, which I should have signed right away when Dickenson went down. That should have been automatic. Come on in. Didn't happen. Too late. But at least you'll have a legitimate running game. But you have to. If Cody plays the way he's been playing and deer in the headlights type plays, and he was our only legitimate running back last game. Unfair for him, but yeah, frustrating. Yeah, that'll be a big game, that Hamilton game. Have to play them in their home turf too. Yeah, the O-line, if they keep the play up like they did, should give us a pretty good chance. I don't know what to say except for go Riders go.